Welcome back to another episode of DIY Golf Cart Garage. Today we're going to be looking at a couple of chargers here. These are our greatest selling chargers. They're the DPI chargers. We got a 48 volt 17 amp charger here and a 36 volt 18 amp charger here. First thing we're going to look at is changing out our cords. The cord that we're going to be changing out today is the DC cord, which happens to be the cord that's going from the charger to your golf cart. So let's go ahead and take the covers off, which I've already removed the screws out, which are 1/4 inch. And I'll show you how to get this cord out and get it exchanged just in case you accidentally order the wrong charger. Okay, the first thing we want to do in taking this DC cord out is to remove this hard black plastic piece, which is called a strain relief. What we'll do is we'll just squeeze from the top and the bottom, and it actually just pulls right out, pop the top part off, and flip. Then on the inside, you can see where there's two cords that come in. One's white, which actually goes right between the fuses. There's a black one that goes closest to the front. What we'll do here is just pull them off, pull them out, that simple. Now to put it back together with your new cord, we'll just run it back through. Plug the white back in, right between the fuses. Black, closest to the front. And for the strain relief, take it, widest portion goes to the outside. Put it back together. Squeeze. That simple. And we just changed the cord out. Because if you get a 48 volt, this actually will fit on a lot of different cars. And the only thing that makes a difference is that cord. And as we can see over here on the 36 volt, it is actually the same way. Wires are located in the same place. So it's just as easy doing the same thing with this. Now, let's look at the charger board. So let's say you get one of these brand new DPI chargers in the mail. Plug it into your car and it doesn't come on. First thing we want to check is our AC power. Make sure we have at least 110 volts at the wall socket. Next, for our batteries, we want to make sure that our batteries, let's say on a 48 volt like this, we have to be pushing around 43 to 44 volts for this charger to recognize that it's even plugged up. On a 36 volt, we want to make sure that it's pushing about 32 to 33 volts. Otherwise, the charger will not even know it's plugged in. Your battery voltage is good. You have AC voltage. The only thing left it could be, because this charger is so simple, is the actual board here. This board actually controls everything. What we're going to do now is replace the older board with a brand new board. The first thing we want to do with that, turn the charger upside down, look on the bottom side, and we have two 1/4 inch screws. And we want to go ahead and remove these. These off to the side. Now for the top portion, we have a stud that's actually welded to the frame. We want to take our 9mm socket and remove this nut. Now, everything is done. We've taken it apart. Now what we got to do just make sure we put the wires back in the same location as we're taking them off. The way you can do this, make sure if you have a camera phone, take a picture of it. That way you know exactly where everything goes. Draw it out, or just put little pieces of masking tape on it, telling where each one went to. But for now, we know exactly where this is going. Since you're watching, you're fixing to know too. And now let's put this new board in. Now you may notice that the pins are in different locations. Don't worry, we got that covered. On the bottom here, the one closest to us, marked on the board is P2. When it comes off the other side of the transformer, marked as P1. Right up here in the very center, of course, was our white cord. It's been hooked up to P5. Now the two that were moved, there's a shiny black wire coming from the amp meter. It goes to P3. And lastly, the flat black wire goes to P4, right in the center. Now they've got that hooked up, let's go ahead and remount it. We're done. Now we put the case back on it, start using our charger. Okay, now let's see what mode our battery charger is in. Mode is determined by the type of batteries that you have in your golf cart. Okay, as we can see here, our jumper lead is on the bottom and the top. We can tell by here that that is mode 2. That would be for flooded Trojan batteries. Flooded just means that you have a water and acid mixture battery, not a gel or a dry cell or anything like that. So your batteries are US batteries. For US batteries, that would be mode 1, shown here with both jumpers on the top 4 pins. All we do, get a pair of needle nose and just simply relocate the jumper. It's that simple. Now what we're going to do looking on this DPI charger is actually changing out our amp meter here in the front. What we'll need to do on it is simply get us a flathead screwdriver, and on each side there are little plastic bands that stick out. You just press them in on both sides and it just pops straight out. Once we pop it out, we'll swap out our 2 wires, pop the new one right back in, and we're good to go. And lastly, on the front here is our lights. Our power on light, which stays on constantly when it has 110 volts applied to it. Our charging light, that's when you have the DC cord connected to the golf cart and it is charging. And lastly, our charge. That's the one we like to see the most. That means our car is fully charged and ready to go. If at any time these others are flashing, we need to resort to the owner's manual to determine what the issue is. Well, I hope today's episode of working on a DPI charger was helpful. Changing out the parts. They are set up the same in the 48 as they are in the 36. Also remember, before you ever get started, it's not plugged into the wall nor the car. Safety first. Don't want a shocking experience here. If you have any questions or comments, please leave it down below. Don't forget to subscribe. And once again, thank you for visiting us here at DIY Golf Car Garage.